Hi there, this is Ariana with Rapid Recall. We are so excited to be able to show you a little bit about this platform that truly can be such a game changer for so many organizations. Rapid Recall is a mass communications and coordination platform that can push information out to the people in your organization and then pull information back in so that you can get full accountability quickly and efficiently. Now, this is a great platform for critical incidents, like let's just say there was a natural disaster or an emergency situation, but it also works great for everyday communication and coordination. For example, if you wanted to target a certain subset of your organization to just reach out to them, give them an update about something applicable to only their department, wanted to get a pulse check on the well-being of people who are out working in the field, that's a great example of using this to be able to just tap in with them and say, how are you doing? Let me know, and you can quickly get those responses. As we go throughout this demo, just keep in mind that all of the information that's being shown on here is fictional. All right, well, this is your directory page. So you can have one or multiple directories. And what's really cool is that you can actually sync this automatically with your human resources system. You could also just upload a spreadsheet of contacts. You can add contacts manually one by one. It's very, very customizable that way. Another great thing that a lot of our clients appreciate about this platform is that there is no preparatory action needed. This can be up and running just right out of the box pretty much. No one needs to download a new app. The cool thing is that it really utilizes those forms of communication that people are already using. Email, Slack, Teams, text messages, phone calls. So no new downloads, no usernames and passwords. You're just using this to send messages out to people on forms of communication they already use. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we're showing you a variety of these directories. So you might have a directory of your ongoing internal team that's on your payroll. You might have another directory of outside contractors and another directory of a short-term group of people, like people attending a conference coming up. So you can kind of get the idea of how targeted these directories can be. So diving in a little deeper to these directories, let's just say that we wanted to reach out to some of our unit personnel. So you could click on this right here, but I'm just going to come over to the left and do this drop-down arrow, and I'm going to go to contacts. The contacts list is really cool and unique in the sense that rather than maintaining static distribution lists that can be outdated within 5 minutes if there are updates made to your organization, the great thing is that this is maintained in real time by specific attributes. So all of the people in our contacts list have a variety of attributes. And if you take a look at the filters here, you can see some of those attributes that we have assigned to our organization. So you have things like rank, department, location, if they are active or archived, and that's how you can sort through the filters. So let's just say that you heard that there is a hurricane moving into the Tampa area, and you want to make sure to be able to reach out to everyone on your team who is in Tampa to check in on them, make sure that they're going to be okay through this hurricane. So we're going to go ahead and filter by anyone who is just in the Tampa area. So we'll click on this. I'm going to go ahead and apply the filter. And here we have 5 people who came up that are in the Tampa area. So I'm going to go ahead and tap on the top box here so that we can start a message. So now you're ready to create your new event. At the top here, we have the event title. This is kind of like your subject line. So we're going to pop in here hurricane evacuation for our example. Next, you're going to choose the form of communication. Now, Rapid Recall was really designed to be a thoughtful platform. So in many cases, you can use it as an escalating waves of messages, starting with the least intrusive. So if you didn't have something that was so time sensitive, you might start by sending out emails to everyone. And then maybe after an hour or two or a certain period of time where you haven't heard back from everyone, then you might send another wave that utilizes text messages going to their phone. You can also add other forms of communication like Slack, like Teams, like phone calls. For the purposes of our example of a hurricane, we do want to get in touch with everyone as soon as possible. So we're going to go ahead and add both email and text message. Next up, we're going to input what our message will be. So I just have this already written out. So we're saying, team, we will be evacuating prior to the hurricane's landfall. Please verify you have safely arrived at your evacuation destination. This is obviously something that we would love to get a full accountability on as quickly as possible. So what I love is that you can actually add custom responses. So people don't need to type out an entire response. They can actually just tap on a response. So let's just go ahead and say one response option is I'm safe. Another one is in transit. And another one is I need help. This way you know that they are communicating exactly what they need in that moment. From here, we're just going to scroll down. And so we already have on the right side those 5 recipients that we had already decided are located in the Tampa area. If for any reason you wanted to add anyone else, you could always just search for their name right here. You could add another filter. Let's just say that I know personally that Emma has just flown into Tampa today, and I want to make sure that she's also included on this message. So I can just go ahead and touch Emma's name. She moves right over here to the selected recipients. And of course, if you decided that any of these did not need to be on the recipients, you could always just tap their name and move them off. So next, we'll press send message. And here you have a confirmation so that you can just make sure everything is looking good. We have 6 recipients. They're going to get texts and emails, and go ahead and press send. Once you have sent that message, you're going to come to the event details page. You can kind of think of this as your dashboard to give you the big picture. So we have sent out the message, and now we're just going to wait for those responses to roll in real time. Okay, so just like that, we got 67% or 4 out of the 6 recipients who have responded. So we're going to scroll down to really get an idea of how people are doing here. So Caroline, I'm safe. Terry is in transit. Marie is I'm safe. But we're seeing here that Kelly does need help. So let's just say I now get in touch with leadership of Kelly so that they can reach out to her and make sure that she's getting the assistance that she needs. Now, we also have 2 people who have not yet responded. Let's just say that Emma happened to walk into the office and told me verbally that she's okay. You can come right over here and mark a reply yourself that you know she told you verbally, I'm safe. You can save that. And now it does say Emma is safe, and it came directly from me, the admin officer. But that does leave 1 person who has not yet responded. Now, of course, I could just come over here and tap the box because we have such a small sample size. But instead of doing that, I'm going to come back up to filters to show you how to use this with a bigger group. Let's just say you wanted to filter by response for no response, meaning they have not yet responded to your message. Let's tap on that, and we're going to apply the filter. So of course, this contact comes up as the one there. If you had multiple, you could just tap this top box here, and we're going to send them another message. So here we're going to tap again, both email and text message, and I'm going to put into the message, urgent, please check in. Then I'll come down. It is just this one contact here, and then I'll go ahead and press send message. I can confirm the message and press send. So great news, Beulah has now responded in transit. So at this point, you can see up here in the dashboard that you have 100% response. This is so invaluable because you know that most of your team is safe, but you also know how to allocate limited resources to help those who need it the most at any given point. So I hope that was a helpful overview of how you can utilize Rapid Recall to reach your people, pass information, and verify status in a distributed asynchronous world. Thanks for watching.